Like I would say like if you're talking FGC royalty, Mr. Terrence Bogard is up there.
Yeah. He's got the main character energy and everything. Always makes friends with the people he fights. Most of them anyway. Yeah. And he did try to rescue Geese before he killed himself. Yeah. In Real Bout Fatal Fury's ending. Spoilers for a 20-year-old game, by the way.
How dare you spoil that, man? I was this close to the ending.
So we're gonna head to the other next 3 months of fighting game news, where June happened. There was the Summer Games Festival. We're going through a bit of a time skip, and that event, along with a couple of others, did introduce a bunch of new, pretty cool things. Not just Summer Games, but also the Nintendo Direct of that month, where we had
Yeah.
quite a plethora of news popping up from the Capcom side of
I,
things.
I feel so bad for any exec at Nintendo. 'Cause you know Japanese devs, they tend to have like they're very possessive over their brands and stuff, right?
Yes.
So it's like you can't have a video of you saying something bad while Mario is in the background. You know that they do take offense to that kind of stuff. I feel bad for the guy who saw how many videos of people screaming "Shut the up, Mario Party," because it was the announcement right after they announced Marvel vs. Capcom, and everyone was just like collectively processing like, what do you mean Marvel vs. Capcom is back? What do you mean you're bringing back Children of the Atom?
Yeah, for
I
those who don't know, yes, there's gonna be a Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. That's not the full title. It's coming out in 2024, no actual date. It's going to collect all the versus games, all the way from X-Men Children of the Atom. Not really a versus game, but that started the whole thing.
it's
All the way till Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because you can basically buy the next game on Steam, it seems. But for this collection, it's gonna be like, I guess we have to list it down. X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and The Punisher. Yeah, I know it's an odd pick.
all you Punisher fans out there.
Yeah, but there
Each
is a
other
reason.
out.
There is a reason, because that Punisher game came out first before X-Men Children of the Atom. That was basically Capcom's way of saying, hey, we're doing a partnership with Marvel Comics. Before Disney came into the picture 10 years later, or 20 years later, thought to just try out something new. You know, we're trying to look for new IPs because Konami has The Simpsons, Konami has Bucky O'Hare, has Ninja Turtles, like 3-4 games of that. So Capcom decided, hey, let's just team up with Marvel, the next best thing, the big one, Marvel. And then they had the Punisher beat 'em up. That was very successful to the point where, let's take it one step further. We make fighting games. We make Street Fighter. Let's make something based on the most popular Marvel thing at the time, which was, of course, X-Men. Okay, X-Men, the animated series. Yeah, I was gonna say 97 and I realized, no, it's not 97, no. Yeah, and then X-Men Children of Atom happened. It was a great fighting game, and it just went on from there. Got the team up being brought in with the Street Fighter characters, and so forth and so forth. So, now, you saw the announcement. I mean, have you played any of these games back in the day before this collection was announced? I mean, like, as in emulator form, ROM form, or even in the old arcade?
A big shout out to the Mid Valley Arcade, because they in the dankest, darkest corner of that arcade was a single MPC one cabinet.
That was in the center of the mall, right? Was it the center wing or the east or west?
No, it's near the cinema.
Okay, that. Oh shit, that was a while back. Okay, I don't remember that arcade.
Yeah, it's gone. Like the MVC cabs appear to be gone now. I haven't been back there in a while, but for one day, I brought them to the MVC cabinet.
Nice. Yeah, it was
But yeah, no, those
surprising to see, like, oh, you got set characters, you can do the 2v2 thing, and then you've got like assist characters you can pick in a random. I mean, I guess you can pick in a random, and like you got like Thor, you got other random Capcom characters like that. This one girl from the quiz game show back in the PS1 days, a girl named Saki. A lot of random characters they put in, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. But the more important thing is that my main knowledge of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is the video that you've seen and I've seen,
Yes.
everyone has seen, and everyone may have attempted, which is, can you do a motherfucking Infinite?
I think mostly
It's
my
my
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 meme. I guess the first one was basically when Yipes got a start. Comment. I mean, taking old footage of Yipes
yeah.
commenting in the arcade, and then you got the Never Give Up clip from Justin Wong, and yeah, basically a lot of like Magneto, Psylocke, and Sentinel shenanigans bullshit going on.
Oh man, I love. So my favorite thing about this is I interviewed the producer and he was like, "Yeah, no, the free MVC movement. Like we were already making the game when Maximilian did the free MVC movement, but it was nice. It was a good bit of encouragement that we were doing the right thing. Blah blah blah." And my favorite thing about that is the amount of people who look at an old game and say like, "Oh, this is what games are supposed to be. Today's games are so broken and unbalanced. I want." And meanwhile, half that roster for MVC2 is so garbage
Yeah.
that Maximilian had an exhibition tournament, exhibition match, like it's not even for money or anything, and still everyone was using Sentinel Storm.
I think this was a tournament where it's like the tier, like the ratio system, right? Where Sentinel, Magneto were like five blocks, and then characters like Roll from Mega Man were like one block or something, so you can mix and match or some shit, right?
I don't remember. I just remember seeing that like someone complaining like, "Yo, everyone use Sentinel Storm." I'm like, "Yeah, because that's what they are."
Yes. And then UMVC3, it's like what?
Virgil
Zero,
Doom or
Doom.
Virgil Zero.
Yeah, Zero. It's always the dudes, the Capcom dudes with the swords that always break the game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
man.
Mega Man game.
Well,
Hell, even in the recently released SVC Chaos game, that version of Zero is broken as well too. Yeah, the Zero from
Hell yeah,
Mega Man
right.
Zero. Yeah.
Rival characters always have to be busted. It's the rules. I don't make them. The other thing I'm really glad about is I'm a pixel sprite purist, so we get to see these gorgeous ass pixel sprites come back, like in the MVC collection.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
you
man,
even get like the developer updates and even the graphics and the design documents as well. Those would be something I want to take a look at. In
Venom
high-res
looks so
form.
good in that game.
Yeah. So good. Wolverine, Sprite, Psylocke, Silver Samurai. Oh, the way Spiral moves. The character from the Mojoverse with all the arms moving around doing the moves. That still lasted up till now. Still look really good. Even the
Also,
Morrigan Sprite, which was a running joke at the time, that still looks alright, I guess. Morrigan.
Yeah. And the greatest voice line in history: "Behold, optic blast!"
Yeah. Or
It's
everyone's nightmare, Viper Beam, Hyper Viper Beam. Continuing on with the Capcom, I guess announcement train would be, of course, the Street Fighter 6 Season 2 DLC, where they announce not just M. Bison, but 2 SNK characters, I guess to coincide, hopefully, with Fatal Fury coming out later on. Yeah, of course, Terry Bogard, everybody's favorite hobo, which we talked about in depth. And Mai Shiranui, of course, a Fatal Fury and KOF character. With the last character rounding it off would be Elena from Street Fighter 3.
Yeah. So, honestly, like, Mai and Terry feels a bit greedy, but I also get it. They sell.
Yeah, they need mascot. They need the mascot characters to
Where's my boy?
That is long overdue.
Where's my boy Mars Soldier, man? When's he gonna come to Street Fighter?
I made a prediction article about DLC characters, and I predicted the wrong SNK characters. I actually predicted Iori and Rock Howard because they would be the more iconic faces of SNK. And of course, they did bring SNK characters, just the more obvious choices in the end. And it's the right one too, because again, marketability, and again, Terry is basically the Sonic of the SNK verse, I guess. He has to be everywhere. Yes.
Terry is fighting games, but I feel like he's not even just an SNK. He is a fighting games character.
Yeah. And plus, he was the first pick in when they brought him to Smash Brothers. So obviously, if you want to make another crossover, he has to be the first pick, definitely. Safest pick too,
Yeah.
especially.
Like I would say, like if you're talking FGC royalty, Mr. Terrence Bogard is up there.
Yeah.
He's like, there's a reason why people are surprised when you tell them Kyo's the main character of KOF.
Yeah. And although to be fair, he actually has been built that until the Terry resurgence has been happening as of late. Yeah.
And Terry's cool.
Yes.
Like,
The Buster Wolf and everything, and hey, he's a likable
Yeah.
character. He is a main character.
come on.
Yeah, he's got the main character energy and everything. Always makes friends with the people. He fights most of them anyway. Yeah. And he did try to rescue Geese before he killed himself. Yeah. In Real Bout Fatal Fury's ending. Spoilers for a 20-year-old game, by the way.
How dare you spoil that, man? I was this close to the ending. I didn't.
So yeah, M. Bison coming back, of course, like we've said before, no evil character truly stays dead. Which is going to be a running theme in the show later on. And Elena will also be an interesting pick, considering she is the sole Street Fighter 3 character that's in Street Fighter 6. Which makes me to believe that maybe we might see other SF3 characters making a comeback in maybe...
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna blow your mind, right? I'm gonna blow your mind. Okay, so I need you all take a deep breath. Take some copium.
Yep.
So now the Shadowloo's back. The Bison comes back because they want to advance the Shadowloo plot. You know what other plot has not been resolved?
What?
All those Qs around the world. Q is coming back. Season 3 Q. I'm calling it.
Yep.
You're gonna have to go world tour, because the ending in Third Strike is that there's Qs all over the world. You have to find them all over the world. You get Q's moveset in world tour and playable Q.
I'm gonna put a monkey paw twist to this. Q will be in Street Fighter 6, but as a World Tour character. Not in a roster.
That's mean.
Yeah.
That's mean. That is a mean.
Just like Fang was in Street Fighter 6 now. Reduced to World Tour.
No, wait. I can counter this. Because this also coincides with one of my wish lists. Because as God's strongest Q fan, the original Q might be the World Tour character. Because the 6th character is going to be Fem Q from the concept art. How do we?
Okay, that will work. That will work. It worked for T-Hawk. I mean, he's a little girl now, basically.
Just whatever you do, don't change the height. If you do Fem Q, make her tall.
Same height.
Make
as
her
Marissa.
like that.
Or probably taller than Marissa.
Make her like that Ukrainian cosplayer. Like just have her tower over you. I want you to feel small when you stand next to Q. No change in Q's height. And her moves can still be goofy. Don't think just because she's a hot girl means she can't fall flat on her ass because she failed her drop kick.
Well, I'm gonna go with the safe pick, probably Makoto, because she hasn't appeared in Street Fighter 5. She made an appearance.
Oh, I definitely think Makoto will be
she has to
in
be back,
DLC.
Together with probably Sakura, maybe, because you gotta bring back some legacy characters somehow.
Yeah. I just think that where the story can go after the Shadowloo arc, obviously gonna be whatever the hell G was doing.
Yeah. And I also got like another probably not so crazy / crazy pick, Sean from Street Fighter 3. He hasn't made any appearance since his shitty tier appearance in Street Fighter 3 Third Impact. Third Strike.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I feel like the problem with putting Sean in is that there's so many better characters in Third Strike.
That's why they gotta change up his moveset, basically. Like, keep some of the things that made him iconic, but you gotta give him new things. Maybe take a page from his sister Laura, like give him a grapple or something.
Yeah, it's the problem is that like having a DLC Shoto character is really a really hard sell. Like Akuma gets a pass because
he is the glass cannon, I got everything basically kind of character.
Because he's Akuma, that's what it is. It's the Akuma tax. But anything else, if you say like, hey, yeah, this guy, he's a Shoto too. That's a very hard sell on DLC.
Yeah, they need to basically change up his move set or something.
Yeah, just say like, hey, he ditched the Shoto life and now he's doing other stuff. Because the problem is like when you talk about like Third Strike characters you want back, right? Okay, let's remove Elena because Elena's real. Yeah. Every person I talk to, you got Dudley, you got Q, you got what's his name, Alex. You got
He asked for
Hugo.
Hugo.
I mean, after Hayao at Evo, like yeah, everyone's a Hugo main now.
Until they realize, oh no, this.
Until they realize Hugo
kinda what I
sucks.
think. Nah, Hayao is just that good. I think he can play any character he wants.
Also, I should not be going around saying things like Hugo sucks because again, Q main. Fucking, I've heard people bad for Necro. I've seen people say like we want Necro back. I've even seen people want Remy back. That's the problem.
Nobody cares about Remy. Yeah, I mean, he's just discount.
He's
Pretty Boy
Twink Guile.
Yeah, he's Twink Guile.
He's-
Twink Guile. Yeah. I mean,
So,
that
yeah,
makes
no.
way more sense. But then he's already back in Street Fighter 5, so it might be a bit redundant, you know, to bring back.
Yeah, but that's never stopped anyone before, and I do think
True that.
gameplay wise, another grappler would be fun.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, Miguel's a grappler too, so I wouldn't mind him coming back, I guess.
Yeah, and also I forgot Urian. Fucking Urian, of course.
He has to. Yeah.
Aegis Reflector. Dude, can you imagine Aegis Reflector Drive Rush?
That's a nightmare I don't want to play through, man. No way. Like, that's a thing.
Oh, God.
Aegis is bad enough. Yeah. Keep coming.
You're
forward.
gonna have Aegis crossover Drive Impact.
Yes. I'll second it. God damn.
You know what? I'll accept that. I'll accept Illuminati plot for season 3 because I want to see Urian break people's hearts.
Yeah.